Hello, lovely viewers, and welcome to a new episode of the SiTDown, where we talk about everything, anything, and nothing else. Today, we have a very interesting topic to talk about, and before that, my panel members. Panelists, Bosu, what's your name?
Did
Dede, the only lady,
Amina.
Nina, and
Charlie, I be rich on me.
Rich Homie.
Bebop.
The topic for today is: does age really matter in a relationship? Does age really matter in a relationship? Since you are the only lady, I would want you to start.
Okay, I think age matter in a relationship because I wouldn't want to be with someone too older than me.
Too old.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Bozu.
Yeah, age matters. It really matters.
Okay. In what regard?
The tata partner, me, it didn't hear me fast.
Tata meaning some people, our viewers may not know what tata is.
The sexual aspect, yeah.
Okay, so where age matters to you, and you're talking about sexuality or sexual intercourse or whatever, do the person need to be young or older for you?
For me, younger, I think.
Okay, younger for you,
2 or 3 years.
2 or 3 years. That's nice. Bozu,
Senior.
does age matter in a relationship to you?
Oh, it matter, pa. It matter. Yeah, it matter.
Like how? How
So, cause you see me, I be young, but I know if you go take some abrewa, can't do my life inside the valve. Yeah. So, it in here, the valve.
Okay. So, what of these very popular cliche that people talk about? Age is just a number. It means you don't agree with that cliche.
Oh, age be number though. But actually, if you see say young boy, you start your life, I know if you go take some old woman, can't do your life inside. At least if you take short the way it then your level, the valve. Yeah.
And yourself?
I think people say age is just a number when the person is maybe filthy rich.
Okay.
For we the ladies, that's why we say age is just a number.
So, in your situation, if the person is filthy rich, would you just allow?
No, I don't think I'll go for that because at the end of the day, I'll just go behind him and
What will make you go behind him?
it's not necessarily the ta part, but then when it comes to age, the more you grow, the more you know how to deal with what emotional experience.
Yeah.
Those who are old see emotional, like if you are emotional, too emotional, they see you to be childish.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's why I'm saying I'll just go behind him too.
Okay. So, you're also saying that the cliche is just a cliche, has no material to it. It is just a number.
Yeah. It is just a number. I don't support it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So since we are all against this thing that we all go for people close to our age, what do you think? When we say age difference when it comes to emotional needs, you mentioned that, so I want to start with you. Emotional needs. Why would you go for somebody younger or somebody close to your age due to emotional
Okay,
needs?
actually, I will not go for anyone younger.
So-
That's my turn off. I don't want anyone older than.
Okay.
I want someone who is a year or two older than me. So I feel like the person is in the same era as me, and then the person would understand me better because he or she is more or less like me.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why.
Beautiful. So emotional needs was how or what do you think emotional demands comes with when it comes to age difference?
Yeah, like what Nina said, you can put yourself in the person's shoes,
Okay.
person's shoes, how she's feeling because you've been there. You get it. You were once her age
Okay.
before you are now. So
Are you trying to say that the older people, the older men or the older women, weren't they also your age before?
they tend to forget.
It's true.
They
It's
tend to
true.
forget how
They
used
feel
to
like
when they were young.
exactly.
It's
They
because
feel
of the gap.
Yeah.
they feel it's childish. Like men grow up.
Yeah.
That's what it would be like. Yeah.
But you know something. You know, say the small girls they worry us, pa.
How?
I see the people they grow, no, at least they know the life inside. You see, but the small girls then can this Indomie, then the iPhone, then things. No. I don't know they worry you plus iPhone. No. He will give you kwacha, you know. Oh yeah, I will give you coins. But the small girls they actually you carry the big coins when you don't get give them, you die. You bab. So me I talk say like I go date or I go marry lady way I grow past, but I change my mind. I get her bro what they like. Oh yeah.
You know, the Abra people to my emotional needs be different small.
You know something? She na Queen problem is say she borrow you a pick. You know that.
Okay,
Oh
so I
yeah, she
said,
dey hear something. Do give am. She no go
okay.
abuse you of money. Ta ta ta.
You
She
check
dey
like
the bab.
homie, you did some before.
Oh,
I feel
Abrewa.
like he has the experience.
Abrewa good. Oh. You don't know. I will talk you. Abrewa good.
Uh,
Behind the view.
I also think that emotional needs happens to be a very important thing because people are dying of depression more than they think.
Yeah.
And if your emotional needs are not satisfied, that is where you tend to, what do you call it, go into depression. So you should find yourself with a person who can relate with you on an emotional level. Now, next on our list, sexual needs. Since you are fond of saying that, let's start with you. Do you think you get your satisfaction from somebody close to you in age range?
Yeah, she can match my energy.
Okay, energy.
Like what Omi was saying, as in you take an older woman, she can't match your energy.
Who talk you?
You are hyper.
Who talk you
You
so?
are
Who
hyper.
talk you?
Your level, you are hyper,
You
gentleman.
don't know.
The adrenaline in your body, oh good. You can stand for 6 solid hours. She can't.
Wait, what's
I
that?
said if you can.
Okay.
I didn't say 6 hours. Why? Are you a horse? Omi, to me, that's what to me no call.
Abrewa.
Ah,
Me, I say my
Let's
party
come
be,
to
my
the
party
yes.
be, my party be.
okay.
He did date some old woman be. The woman, the woman fit can if he knock him like 2 3 hours. The bar, but the small
Breaks or
girls,
just flow 2 hours
And
straight.
when
the
they
small
dance,
girls, then they are knock. Small time, Charlie. She tire. But why they give you the bar?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Mina, what do you also think? Sexual demands when it comes to age
Oh,
difference.
I think the old men are always on mission. So
Michi, Michi,
We want
Michi saying,
Yara, we want to understand better.
Michi
What do you
saying.
mean missions?
Oh, sorry.
oh no, even with I'll go in for a younger one in terms of sexual aspects because you can teach someone who is your age how to satisfy you sexually, but the old man like hold my hair. We our time we were not doing that.
Oh boy, the Lord. All
I'm
be
not I'm not
lie.
kidding. Like it's true. I'm like,
All be lie.
what are these young women doing?
All be
Our time
lie.
we just late. Pack, 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 we are done. What do you get it? But if
I
someone is like, babe, can you there? The person
I
understand
mean,
what you're
some
trying
old
to
man be the choco, name be manche. Get to I go knock you like 4 hours. You do run, you talk to.
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
Hey.
I also think that sexual demands are individual. Okay, the way I would want to be satisfied sexually will be different from how I would want to be satisfied. And when it comes to age difference, we should pardon our old people for some time. We should pardon them. Mean that one, they are not physically in a position to last longer in bed as you would be asking for. An older woman cannot stand with you and then 1 hour, 40 minutes. Why? Are you a machine?
You the young boy to be machine.
Oh, yes, that's what I'm saying that we should pardon them in that regard because you are different in age. For instance, if I'm holding an older woman, we ending. To get to they should get tired. Unless say they are no energy drink six
Have
at
you
night.
tried
And
one?
I haven't,
And they
but I
ask you
look
try
forward
to
to.
try some before.
No.
Me,
But I look forward
me where I dey talk you, me
look
where I dey
forward
talk
to
you no.
say if you try before.
I don't know. But me where I dey talk you no. I dey talk you something you
Oh
dey talk
my
say.
god.
Oh, okay. Well, sexual demands are individual, and we are supposed to speak to our partners. So where there is a wide age gap, it will be difficult to communicate. People say that there's a psychologist in the US, Iowa. She said that people who grow up about 10 years apart, so usually the zaddies, no, they grew up with a different kind of mind.
Yeah.
They grew up in a different time. In their time, when we talk about sex, it's a
Mission.
different issue. But now we can talk about sex so easily. We can, oh no, what them now. You say, as you were saying, touch me like this, put your this thing inside me small. I'm like, hey, in our time, we're not doing this.
We're
So
just on
please, no.
mission.
Yes,
Yeah.
they have sex for reproduction, but now you have sex for satisfaction.
Fun.
For fun, yes. So we should look at this also. If we are trying to go in for people with a wide age difference when it comes to ours, okay, can they satisfy you sexually? You want a man to stand and then as he's bumping you, he's kissing you, touching you. Oh, old man, he's just only entering and coming out. Afterwards. So
ugly
it's
face.
very comedy.
Ugly face.
Charlie, I know something.
Mhm.
We make one mind say the old man they know to perform. Charlie, then they were cool.
But then they die too.
I be the young boy they die, old man they die.
Yo, but
So that one
I
there,
beg you, the heart disease, no be with the young man we get to.
Charlie. So what are they talking there? Me, I know person. Me, I know person where they knack very well.
How many of them do you know?
I know some. I know.
We'll leave that matter for another.
Charlie.
So the last penultimate one before we go to our last it's psychological warfare. How we think, how you guys think in a relationship. When you're in a relationship with somebody older, how you people think. What do you think is the importance? Let me start with you. Do you think the person you're in a relationship with, who is close in age with you, do you think the person thinks like you, understands you in terms of how you also think,
Yes.
and the older person will not?
One way or the other. Let's take an instance.
Okay.
Someone who's yet to build his life, and then a man who has already built his life. They have two different mentality.
Good. Yes.
And then someone you are building your life with has a different mentality. Someone who has already built his life and just coming in to enjoy the. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So psychologically, he thinks he should be with you. He will need your advice. The younger one, sometimes he confronts you for some matters like, babe, what's your idea? What do you think about this? You not get that from the man who has already built his life. Do you get
Okay.
it?
The small boy we play tech we can't the house. He be some say we mind the get. Can't they sugar daddy? He go. You know what he go talk you. Charlie, maturity they here. You know, maturity they here. They here very well. Person where you grow like 50, 60. Charlie, he pass the life inside. So you know levels. If he help you, but you boy we play school, you no get work. Wait till he go talk you. Eh? Wait till you no go talk you nothing. Nothing where you get nothing. You no get nothing.
Then what do you also think? Psychological warfare. How is it going to look like? Is it going to always be a battle of wits? Now, I have experience than you. What I think is right, what I think is
Yeah.
more correct. What do you think? Older person, younger person, how is it going to be like?
Yeah. The like what Nina was saying, what friends Nina saying. The person is older than you. You just came into the person's life. And the person doesn't this one ask for your decision when making his or her decisions. So let's say he's in a business, and the business is on the verge of collapsing, there is something wrong with it. Don't be sound.
Mm. We just ask his friends
His
who are,
friends.
yeah, you be nothing. Like, what idea do you have? Where have you been in life?
See, there is a quote
Yeah.
behind every successful man. There's a
There's a
woman.
woman.
Let's say that with the same age, like a little older than me, and I need her advice.
Okay.
She can tell me your mind and what really needs to go inside. But if let's say me now, the guy is older, like 10, 20 years older, and Ubisana Sem, she can't tell her mind like yes da, yes da, yes da. That infatuate mind is saying.
Abi you kini? Are you the fool? Abi your fool be dey
Free,
tow
you
you?
have to be
They
free.
tow you. So for the time
So
they
in
tow you.
relationship, you have to be free. You have to
Okay.
be able to talk, like
Yeah.
express, communicate.
And you should feel like the person at them respects your opinion.
Yeah.
Tolerance.
Yeah.
I also think that the older people, I don't blame them
Tommy
though.
has something to say.
Charlie, you the chop laugh pass abroad. The chop laugh pass abroad. Then get time, then get time give you.
You, but I think we should also look at it from this perspective. The older people talk or listen from experience, and we, the ones that are close in age range, we talk or listen from experiencing. We are not entering life, okay, we don't really know what lies ahead. They have seen what was behind them, they've gone through it, and now they are where they are. Do you get it? So we are supposed to, what do you call it, look at it from that angle. No matter what, so far the person is older, they'll always think they are right because they have experienced more. But you are not experienced. So if you want to go into a relationship with an older person, know that this thing is waiting for you. Where maybe 90% of the time, whatever you say will not be taken.
Yeah.
Whereas where you are in a relationship with somebody who is close with you in age range, you speak to understand. They feel like they need to understand because they understand the person. Now, lastly, our last point on this topic, then we come to a close. Future prospects, having children and building a home with the person that you are saying you would want. That's the close age. What do you think? What's the future like? You're going to have children. How's your home going to be like? And then the person who is older, should you have children? How's it going to be like? And then should you build a home or marry? How's it going to be like? Yeah, woman, so let me start with
Okay. I think there's more fun in learning with someone who is naive and kind of, I don't know how to say, with you than someone who is already knowledgeable about it. Because like we make the same mistakes together, we learn from our mistakes and then we move on, and that's the fun. But someone who's already mature, like what I mean, truth say, that's not how we carry the
Now
child.
say,
That was
I
not
think
how
that
we
one be
carry.
true. You true,
No,
also trust in
no,
true, sir.
no,
No.
I'm a new
Just say
mom.
children, what
Listen,
you
let's
say.
take it for example. I just gave birth. Yeah,
Mhm.
I'm a new mom.
Mhm.
Babe, I think my mom used to carry. Yes, so like the way sometimes they talk to you, like
It be
they're your
listen,
parents.
you be
So
sometimes
like they're your parents.
you
Like
you the fool, and then for throw you.
you
You the
have a
bab.
different mentality because you want a sugar mommy. It's fine. Nobody's against
Oh,
you with
see.
sugar mommy.
See.
But then one day sugar mommy will give birth and you will carry the child, or you will breastfeed the child and you regret it.
Why?
I'm telling you the
you. Yeah, say
truth.
you are.
I'm telling you the truth.
But you know something? My mind, I make my mind say, I grow, I no go born.
Okay.
I go adopt kiddies, come my house inside and
You're
spy
just
them.
wasting your sperms.
Sperms.
So what's the essence of your
Me
sperm?
pigu. Me pigu.
Hey, boys.
Yes. Me pigu.
So you opted for adoption
Oh yeah.
and then settle with the older woman.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sick of me, I know they like stress, so you the bab.
It is the best.
Well, how would you feel when you feel like this is the blood of my blood runs through this child? How do you feel?
All blood be blood. You the bab. Yes.
Oh, Muja is red.
Yeah, moja be a koko.
Charlie, what do you also think? Future prospect, marriage, and then building a home with your what do you call it, with your partner, be it older or same age.
What if? Please show me.
Bro.
What if
Mhm.
you marry
Mhm.
an old woman or an older woman?
Mhm.
Or what if Mina, you marry an older man and you give birth and the child is old?
Oh, Charlie, you
I
sharp.
saw him like that.
Hey, me, hey.
It's
Look at
true.
that. Hey,
I saw him
bro,
like that. I saw him. It was so true.
Hey,
Like
bro,
the
bro.
child was bowed.
bro, make I talk you
That was
something.
bad.
Me, I know person. I know person. Way.
Oh.
Titi. And I be able to do more research.
Oh, like you always,
No,
you know someone.
I know person way.
Oh my
He
God,
be
you know a
young
lot
guy
of
like
people in
he
this
be they
world.
like 20, 24, 25. Where they study they like 23, 22 there. Them born. You see them actually them are in here. Charlie, and we back Ukraine so. Le
No, that one
Sakura.
can be genetic. Yeah,
be-
it can be genetic.
So I walkokraba. Oh yeah.
Who is that Kokra?
So what are they talk? And they talk say the kid will be old.
Old like in how like
Let me give you.
2 years.
Yeah, but he looks like
just
91.
17 years.
No, 17 is too young. Like the child was bowed, like no hair here, stuff from see. Like nigga, I'm serious.
I want my car. Say, what say I say Pablo TV. Pablo, I agree to you.
So what I think is that for me to before I consider this kind of future prospects, children, marriage, I'll have to look at what lies ahead. Okay, I know that women have what you call biological clock. There is a certain age when they give birth, the children will be very healthy,
Yeah,
and there's a particular age to
that's very
which is
true.
not so advisable for them to give birth. I want a child who's going to continue my legacy. I don't want a sickly child.
Muniska number kasasa. It
No,
will be true. Oh yeah.
No,
It's
don't say
legacy
that.
for
No,
poor
don't
people.
say that. Women, there are certain ages that.
No.
No, don't say that. There are certain age that when women get to where
Mhm.
it's difficult for them to even go through labor. Do you know that? Because
Oh, at the moon, I be worried the moon. At the moon.
no, listen.
Tell us.
There's a certain age that when women get to, it's difficult to go through a whole lot of things. You know, pregnancy comes with a whole lot of complications, and when you're old and your hormones are already dying, your hormones are weak. There are certain things you can't do for
You
yourself.
chop some before.
That's why
You chop
that's
some
we
before.
learn. We learn, nigga. That's why that's why when you go to the hospital and you're around 30, your late 30s, the doctors will tell you you should be getting ready to have your last child. Yeah. I remember I went to my auntie's with the hospital to see a gynecologist and he was like, you should be getting ready to have your last child because at this age you have a whole lot of some people give birth at the age of 40, they can't walk, it's a whole lot. So please marry someone who's younger. I would advise. Oh, I'm sorry.
So I think she has taken the words right out of my mouth. There are so many complications when it comes to women and age and children. So that's what I will look at first before I consider having a child with an older woman. It doesn't matter how much in love I may be with her. But Charlie, love the sweet, but future the doper.
You talk something. You see, love they do what?
Love the
You
sweet.
left one thing.
Daddy.
Nah, kwacha no dey inside that I believe.
Yeah, so work hard
Where you
and
the
don't
girl
depend
go
on the
finish
older woman.
Money. You see?
We are not saying being in a poor relationship. Your aspect of being in a relationship with your age mate is because the person doesn't have money. But
Oh,
not
yeah.
someone who is married. He has money, nigga.
Charlie,
So
you don't know.
building a home. Now, one thing about society is that society is very judgmental. Okay, we call something what we call responsibility. You may not know, but anytime you are in town with somebody you call your spouse, people look at you to either take an example or take a lesson from you. So if you're a young person in your 20s and you're married to a woman in her late 40s and you're having a child, everybody may think that this woman actually bribed you or had to convince you to
Force
settle
you,
with her
or maybe
because
the lady is richer than
yes,
you.
because you may not provide for yourself or she's desperate for a husband. People will talk and then the kind of respect you're supposed to get as a young man and as a married couple, you won't be getting it.
But you know something?
Uh-huh.
We Ghanaians, they do want to mind so. Man go Yankee go marry old woman Kangana. You see, then they feel the family, oh, be about when the Niaji say, Charlie, bra kwa bruch, kwa warrior braba. But
No,
they
listen.
no.
There is a mental.
See.
I'm a Ghanaian woman. Let me tell you
Oh,
why. If
come
my
on.
bro
No,
should
no, no,
go
no.
out and marry, it's
Oh,
probably
you broke.
because he's going to get a green card,
Then
Yes.
you
or
see,
the person is
no.
filthy rich.
So
Yeah.
It's only 1 out of
I mean,
100 that they
society go
fall
no.
in love truly.
Society ne. You go marry some from Aptika where she be shoddy old woman where they be white woman where you damn kama. Oh, them be cool plus Sam. They ba
cool.
who talk you.
Low key, then they talk.
Low key.
Then they
I be they talk when they hear. I know they talk.
What you doing when
it's
you're
still the same.
Ibab.
The same respect now you talk. Like they don't go tell you. Then they talk low key. Ibab. So low key now they talk.
to have another time to elongate the discussion?
No, Charlie. But make a talk one thing. You know something? You get abroad Charlie hand well.
Okay, let's
Yeah.
take this as our final remark. So,
You
what
get
advice do you have for the youth?
me my own be say you get abroad where you get kwacha. You know the stress you are, Charlie. Handle them with care.
Okay.
So the muti say kosu ya because fu say ma Charlie obenye bi no. You are.
The day should be there. I would like the woman to be last. So, the day, what advice do you have for the youth?
On this topic.
Yes, age difference.
I can't tell you what to do. You know. So Charlie, if you don't feel the old man, take. But me, I will tell you say, I don't know about working. Energy. That's a energy that me and
Tata we no ku kuma kwade o. Ubedi
Really,
ne.
Gary.
Gary.
Really, Gary.
Okoye tata tun wana anti akofi. Unika.
Mina,
Go on, let me bend.
Mina, your last word.
Okay. So my advice to the viewers is I think you should take your time and then choose rightly. Love is beautiful when you're with the right person. Yeah, I'll say that. And then don't be influenced by what people are saying. Listen to your heart and then decide with your mind, and everything will be perfect. Yeah, that's all I have to say.
What of you? What do you have to say?
For me, as we draw the curtains on this very episode.
Where's the curtain?
If you're curtain. So as we draw the curtains on this episode, I would like you all to listen to Mina's advice. I think it's the summary of everything. Follow your heart, but decide with your mind.
Boy,
Bro.
you said that in your mouth.
I said summary. Summary.
Calm down,
Charlie,
bro.
me I go talk. I go talk.
You should follow your heart also, but use your mind. So you are in love with the person, be it older or same age, but what lies ahead is what is more important. That's what you should do. So ladies and gentlemen, this is the sit down.
Charlie, make I give my abroad shout out. Alright.
Everything, anything, and nothing else. We'll meet again
Make I give my oh no, make I beg, make I give my abroad shout out. Man, Lizzy, I dey greet you. I dey greet you. Ibab. Bro, Charlie, you dey there.
Alright.
Man,
Lizzy. You know Lizzy.
I say.
Me sure ba say. I say. Charlie,
I dey fetch
Ladies
am.
and gentlemen,